Hello everyone and welcome to our Baptism Sunday. So we are going to be interviewing and talking to some of the people getting baptised, and this is Melissa here and she's getting baptised. So Melissa, tell us a bit about you. Tell us, do you have any children or?
So obviously I'm Melissa.
Yeah.
I've got 4 children from 9, 8, 5 and 10 months.
Brilliant. Is it exhausting?
Very.
Yeah, I can imagine. So how did you get to come to church and how did you find God?
Well, I wasn't a religious person. No, not religion. You won't see me near a church, I'll probably burn, not going to lie. But I came to Whitbourne Centre roughly about 9 years ago. Still wouldn't see me near a church, but now I worked out that everybody that worked here was from church. And then about 3 years ago I had a breakdown, was invited to church by a few people that were in it, and it just went from there really. He helped me a lot through my breakdown, and so did the people from church and stuff. So
Wow, so do you remember like a day when you felt like, oh, I think I know who God is, or I know that he loves me, or what happened?
I attended an Alpha course, my first one, and I think it was the 3rd week possibly. I think it was Why Did Jesus Die? And it was the stories about forgiveness and sin and stuff like that hit me the most when I went home, and I just felt something change, and I thought, oh, I quite like this. This is good. And it just went from there really.
And have things changed for you, do you think?
They have. I used to get quite angry, sometimes still can, but I then look back what I've done and then realise that I shouldn't have done that, ask for guidance, and then I apologise and then try to learn from that mistake and not do it again.
Yeah, so it's changed things for you.
Yeah.
And do you feel like, do you know God loves you? How does that feel for you?
I know he loves me. I wish I'd found him earlier. But now I found him, so there's no going back. So
yeah. Well, it's going to be a great day and we're going to baptise you and it'll be fantastic. So thank you.
that's all right.
Hello everyone. So I just wanted to introduce you to another person that's getting baptised today. This is Jools. Jools, introduce yourself.
Hi everyone, my name is Jools Chaffer, or Julian as some of my family still like to call me, and I'm a West Sussex boy, born and bred.
Brilliant. Have you got any family?
Have got a family, yeah, I've got a lovely son called Tobias, a partner called Adele, and one of my aunts has now moved back because she's never had any children, so she moved back from Yorkshire to Chichester. So I've got Auntie Jenny, mum and dad are still alive, and but one lives in London and one lives in Yorkshire.
Brilliant. So tell me about, how did you find God? What's your story?
Wow, that's a journey. My family's never been into religion, so it's always been, we've never been against church, but it's been of something where we went to church for weddings, funerals and christenings. And I think my father, being ex-military and seeing some difficult times in war, he was in 2 wars, and I think that's something that he was never sure about himself. Never went us against it, but never encouraged us to God. So, but I've always felt a presence. And I found that from someone that's come from a difficult upbringing, a split family, there's been someone there protecting me. And I found that now in my 50th year, I find it really enlightening, very powerful, quite scary, to be honest. Someone that has been, always sort of like wandering. And now there's a presence with me, and I know there's a presence with me.
So how did you even get to come to church or anything like that?
Well, my whole thing has been, I am an all or nothing, stereotypical male. And I've always been into gyms and into work in life, and it's actually through a gym buddy that I met at Littlehampton Gym, a guy who's a member of our church too, called Arun Cohen. And we were doing the normal thing, gym buddies, lifting weights, me lift heavier than you, etc. And then one morning, he went away earlier than what I expected, and the next Sunday I said, hey, look, what happened? And I said, I needed to go away, and I said, where? And he said, well, I needed to go to church. And I think he thought I might think a bit funny about him going to church rather than lifting weights. And he said, would you like to come? I went, why not? And that was the start.
That was
and
the
I'm
start.
really grateful to my friend.
Wow. Did you go on Alpha or anything like that?
Yeah, Alpha's been, I think I've done 3 Alphas now. 3 Alphas now. And it's Alpha was and is, oh my goodness, that is one powerful course. I went there totally open in mind to, do I believe? Do I not believe? What is the word? Many things, like how do you pray? What shouldn't I do? Being this newfound thing to me of a Christian. Have I always lived a Christian upbringing? Absolutely not. But it doesn't mean I've always done wrong. I've always led a Christian lifestyle, but as one would say, we're not perfect.
No, we're not. And what about, did you ever find like a certain day or a certain time where you felt, yeah, I'm going to make a decision to follow Jesus? Did that happen for you?
The 3rd week of coming to your wonderful church. The first week, I remember Arun and his family, Michelle and their wonderful children. There was kids running everywhere, and it was just not what church where I'd been to before, where it's basically it felt cold and unloved. Where, as we know in the New Testament, it's all about love. And coming into Arun Church, it was people were there for each other and welcome each other. And then Arun came up to me, and this is before COVID, etc., and gave me a big man hug and sat me down. I was looking at all these people with their hands in the air and thinking, this is totally different. But me being me, thinking, well, have I enjoyed this or not? And the answer wasn't yes, and the answer wasn't no. But if it's not a no, I wanted more.
And has it changed your life, do you think?
Without a doubt. Alpha and my friends and the family around me have now made me, hey, I'm still not perfect. I'm not by a long shot. But I'm trying to be the best version of me that I can be. For many reasons. And it's your churches and everyone in it there's this 3rd week I remember really clearly within Arun Church. The doors were open. It's a beautiful spring day, and there was this heat on me, and I don't know how to explain it apart from it was rising through my body, and but I had goosebumps with it. And the doors were open. I was thinking, well, I was looking around me thinking, well, no one else is feeling or looking hot, and I could feel this presence. And ever since then, I can still get it now regularly, of where it feels like something's with me, something's in me, and that's something strange.
Amazing. Well, it's going to be a great thing to baptise you today. So well done. It's going to be great.
Thanks, Becca.
Brilliant.
Cool.